Alright, we're back in King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. I'm Red76 and welcome back to my channel. So we're going to continue on. I meant to do this yesterday, but I didn't have time really. And I was sick as well. Let's do a mic check. Mic check. Alright, in order to verify your legal ownership, please use your King's Quest IV manual to answer the following question. In this section, tips for new adventure players, what is the fifth word in the first paragraph of tip number 2? Stay out of danger. Alright, so fifth word, first paragraph. Fifth word, first paragraph of number 2. Probably nature. I think it's nature. Heck yeah. I got it right. So if you ever play this game, is this your first time playing King's Quest IV? Yes, if you want to watch the intro. No, if you don't. We've already watched it. Just hit enter and let's restore the game. Alright, so we just got done being dropped off by Lolotte's goons. Now she wants us to get Pandora's box. And we're going to need to go back to the haunted house. And I think we go up this way. Yeah. We need to go to the cemetery. So do we have everything? I wonder, what do we do with the axe? Do we chop those trees maybe? Like the evil trees? You already have the note. So I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do then. I know what we have to do here. We need to dig into some graves and find some things, but I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do next. It's not nighttime yet. We need it to be nighttime. And it'll do like a little cutscene for that. Can we cut the trees? Let's try that. trees tremble at your might and are frightened by your axe. They will not bother you further. Ha! Awesome. Now they won't bother us, so we just needed the axe. Didn't even need to really cut one. So how do we get up there? There we go. Cool. A cave bearing a slight resemblance to a skull juts out from the craggy mountainside. Huge rocks block your exit to the north, and you're completely surrounded by those grabby trees. Nice situation, huh? Yeah. The rocky skull cave juts out from the base of the steep mountainside. Smoke rises lazily from a large crack in the cave's forehead. Forehead? Tree. Those are vicious-looking trees, aren't they? The rocky mountainside rises sharply to the east. Look. Yeah? What if we go this way? What happens then? Oh. That's not necessary anymore, okay. So we gotta be careful going in here. At least we know what we need to do. Okay, save it. This is a dismal and dreary cave. Within it reside 3 one-eyed old witches. In the center of the cave, over a hot fire, boils a foul-smelling brew inside a large black cauldron. A greenish foul brew boils ominously within the cauldron. Three old one-eyed crones inhabit this dreary cave. They possess a glass eye, which they pass from one to another, that enables them to see. Through the glass eye, they each in turn peer at you with a frightening mixture of curiosity and malice. Stay away from me. So how do we take care of them? Bottles and jars of disgusting looking stuff. None of it interests you. Not close enough. Ah, so we need to watch out. Too late. I was going to try to get it. You knew you needed a hot bath, but not this hot. Alright, so we gotta get the glass eye somehow. Maybe we have to throw something at him? Even though the old hags are frightening, it's hard to speak to them. They don't answer as they are mumbling and muttering among themselves while peering through their glass eye at you. Throw gold ball? That would not accomplish anything. I think we need something. We need something. I just don't know what it is. We may not have what we need yet. I do know we need to go here before the graves, though. We need what if we put on the crown? Will that freak them out? Oops. You couldn't do it. Yeah, what do we need something. Poof, you're a little froggy. Oh, that's it. You don't like the clammy feeling of being a frog, you look around, decide there's no reason to be one right now, and remove the little gold crown. Man, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else we needed. There's something, we're missing something then. There's something you do to make them drop the glass eye or something. I just can't remember. I'm having to look it up because I can't remember. Let's see. You need to walk around the black cauldron and stand in the middle of the other two witches in order to take the eye from them. Oh, so I had the right idea. I just was getting too close, I guess. If I get close enough, you managed to snatch the glass eye from the grasp of the old witches. Now they are totally blind and helpless. Nice. Give us back our eye, the old witches plead. Which is glass eye. You again talk to the old witches who cry and wail for the return of their glass eye. These bottles and jars. A skull. Don't need it. Fine. Give iron. You toss the glass eye to the pleading witches. Aha, foolish girl, they shriek, leave us be, or you'll flavor our brew. Do you really think the witches will let you take their precious glass eye again? Oh, keep misspelling it. You speak with the three ugly witches. They mutter to themselves, after which one cajoles, "Come here, girl. We have something to give you for being such a nice girl and returning our eye." They're gonna trick me a bit. Yeah. So, we gotta get them to give us something here. No. I'm thinking of what we can do to get them to give us something. No, I didn't mean that. Alright. Why should I give it back to you? Your voice is drowned out by the wails of the three ugly hags as they beg for the return of their eye. You again talk to the witches who cry and wail for the return of their glass eye. "We need our eye," the three crones cry. "Give it back to us." Guess I'll just leave with it. "Here, take it," they cry. "It'll ward off the undead. You'll need it. Now, please give us back our eye." You think about it. You see a black scarab on the cave floor. Obsidian scarab. Alright, so we'll save it now that we got the scarab. I was wondering how we were going to get that. Fine. I'd like to give you a little gift to you, yeah. No. Yeah. We got points for it. Yep. And that's it. Alright. Like a heavy blanket, darkness enfolds you. Now it's 9 p.m. Cool deal. We are at the end of the game, pretty much. What's that you hear? Why, it's the sound of a crying baby, and it's coming from upstairs. You hear a baby crying. Yeah, so let me in. The crying baby seems to be in here. Baby. With trepidation, you peek into the rocking cradle and see nothing. Tentatively, you reach your hand into it. There's nothing there. You speak in a soft, trembly voice to the fretful baby ghost. Unfortunately, the poor little thing continues its pathetic crying. So, what we need to do is find something for the baby. Remember, we looked, on the last episode, we looked at the grave that had a baby on it. It was like 2 years, and like survived for a year or two, and it was over here on the left. Zombie. Watch out, frightful zombies are everywhere. Trying to reason with the zombie is not a good idea. The terrifying zombie senses your obsidian scarab and immediately retreats and goes back to whence it came. One of these. Yeah, you want the scarab to get rid of the zombies. Man, was it over here? Maybe it was on the other side. I guess it was. It was on this side. I could have sworn it was that side, but maybe I'm wrong. No, man, it was... Maybe it was the other side then. You carefully dig a small hole at the poor baby's grave. What is this? You have uncovered a silver baby rattle. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Silver baby rattle. Okay, you playfully shake the silver baby rattle. Actually, you feel a little silly doing this. Here's a baby. You drop the silver rattle into the baby cradle. As you do so, the crying of the baby ghost and the rocking of the cradle cease. You breathe a big sigh of relief. The crying baby seems to be in here. Suddenly you hear a terrible rattling of chains from downstairs. The sound of loud moaning and the rattling of heavy chains disturbs you. The ghost of a stooped old miser trudges through the house, plugging heavy chains behind him. He moans loudly in frustration as he appears to be searching for something he can't find. The old miser's ghost's loud moans and groans drown out an attempted conversation. You'd like to have the old miser ghost, but how can you do that? So we need to find the miser. I think it was over here. This one. Dig a small hole at the grave of the old miser. Aha, you have found a bag of gold coins. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Zombies were, I don't know, a big thing in the 80s. Even, I mean, they started with what? 1967's Night of the Living Dead, as far as I know. Probably older than that. But the terrifying, like, you know, people eating zombies, that's when it started. 67. Give to Ghost. The sound of weeping fills the house. You see the sad ghost of a beautiful young woman. She sits in her rocking chair and weeps as if her heart will break. You try to comfort the lady ghost, but she doesn't respond. It seems as if she doesn't even know you're here as she continues her deep sobbing. Alright, so it's a lady ghost. I wonder if she's sobbing about her husband, the soldier. I think that's over here. Yes, I think it says we can save it. Dig a small hole to find nothing of interest. What could she be crying about then? No, it's not there, so... Those are kind of silly. I don't think it's any of these. I know we have to go to that soldiers one later because there's a medal I think you dig up. Sad Lady Ghost's grave. Yeah, you have found a lovely locket. Bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Opening the locket reveals the handsome face of a dashing young man. Locket. Yeah, okay, cool. You hand the lovely locket to the distraught ghost. The locket seems to make her very happy as she vanishes into thin air. What was that? A loud wailing sound comes from downstairs. He wails despondently as he seems to be looking for something he desperately wants. You say a few words to the wailing gentleman ghost, but he ignores you as he continues his futile search. Maybe he's the soldier. So let's try over here. I bet you he's the one who wants his medal. Gotcha. You have found an impressive Medal of Honor. Bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. I think that's the last one we have to help. The sound of anguished wailing reaches you. You offer the Medal of Honor to the wailing ghost. He takes it from your hands with great reverence. Satisfied, he vanishes into thin air. I guess that's it. Huh. I could have sworn there. I thought they gave you something or. A cute little boy ghost suddenly appears. He grins mischievously at you, begins to giggle, and runs from the room. hear Nari giggling as the little boy ghost runs from the room. Can't talk to him, huh? A ladder descends into the room from an open trap door in the ceiling. After adjusting your eyes to the gloom, you soon see that you have stumbled upon the musty attic of the old house. The trap door in the floor is open, and from it a ladder leads down to the room below. Useless junk and boxes clutter the room. There is an interesting chest near the open trap door. The little boy ghost laughs and refuses to budge from his seat on top of the chest. It might help if he had a toy to play with. You try to talk to the boy ghost, but he only giggles. The little boy ghost laughs and refuses to budge from his seat on top of the chest. It might help if he had a toy to play with. The boy ghost laughs and teases and refuses to leave his spot on top of the chest. It's just an old bird cage, nothing interesting there. There's nothing of interest in the old boxes. Let's see the cemetery out the window. Okay, so we gotta get his toy. Trying to remember where his grave is. Is it over here? This might be him. You dig a small hole at the little boy ghost's grave. Aha, you have uncovered a toy horse. Bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Cool. I remember playing this game in either middle school or high school. Just takes me back playing this. You give the toy horse to the little boy ghost in hopes that he will vanish like the others before him. For a moment you fear that he will not, as he takes time to examine it carefully. Suddenly he grins at you and in a twinkling disappears. An interesting wooden chest catches your attention. You peek into the open chest and find an old set of sheet music. You take the sheet music and carry it with you. You peek into the open chest and find nothing. Okay. Good music in this game. Sheet music. Green music. You can barely make out the old song written on the sheet music. Now we can go up to the organ and play it. I think this will give us the key to the crypt, and then we can open it up, and I believe Pandora's box is in there, if I'm not mistaken. remember this was tricky, and I can't remember what it is. You find it difficult to read the old sheet music, but you attempt it anyway. What is this? A small drawer has opened in the organ. You see a skeleton key in the drawer. Take the skeleton key from the drawer. You see an empty drawer. Close. There's no need to close the drawer. Skeleton key. Cool. Alright. We got our key. Now we can open up the crypt. Pretty scary adventure for a young woman. Really for anybody, a young man too. But it's cool because this is the first time that you get to play as Rosella. You do play as her on King's Quest VII. Kill them. How could you possibly kill something that is already dead? Well, in the movies they shoot him in the head, but yeah, I don't know. Cut their head off with an axe, maybe? You place the skeleton key in the lock of the door. Slowly, you turn it. Click. It's unlocked. What an incredible place. This looks like an ancient burial tomb with hieroglyphics written on the walls and an old coffin against the far wall. A pile of rope is at the edge of the upper platform. You see an odd-looking little chest here. It must be Pandora's box. You see a pile of rope on the end of the platform. You reach down and get the pile of rope. To your happy surprise, you find that the rope is actually a rope ladder attached to the end of the platform. Gladly, you throw the rope ladder over the edge of the platform where it falls to the floor below. The lid of the coffin is decorated with hieroglyphics. How do you spell that? Hieroglyphics, yeah. H-I-E. You cannot read the ancient hieroglyphics. There are ancient hieroglyphics on the walls. Look out for the mummy. Come back here. You don't want to do that. Talk, mummy. There's no one here who you can talk to. Pandora's box is on the floor of the crypt. Pandora's box. Cool. This mummy appears to be at least 1,000 years old. Its wrappings are loose and decayed, and it stinks. You attempt a conversation with the old mummy and receive nothing but a low moan in reply. How can you kill something that is already dead? Just want to see what it would say. The rope is fine where it is. Pull rope. Lift rope. Okay. Okay, lock the door. So we got Pandora's box. Now it's time to go back. It is time to go back. Let's save it. We're going to open Pandora's box just to see what happens. Okay, but you'll be sorry. That was very foolish, Rosella. Now look what you've gone and done. You've loosed the terrible demons and killed yourself in the process. Just a bunch of demons. It's fun. Alright, so we're gonna meet up with Lolotte for the third time. Lolotte smiles an evil smile. You know, she says, I've never asked you your name. What is it? You tell her, Rosella. Rosella, what a pretty name. You wonder what this is all about. You find out soon enough. Well, Rosella, Lolotte grins ominously. You've earned your reward. My son Edgar has fallen in love with you. I wish him to be happy, and I give you the honor of being his wife and my daughter-in-law. Your heart turns, flips, and somersaults as you hear this. You'll be married first thing in the morning, she informs you. Forced marriage. You will sleep in Edgar's room tonight while my son sleeps elsewhere. She motions to her goons. Let us relieve you of your burdensome load before you retire. Oh, you don't need to do that. I can just keep my things in the room. You are so shocked by this tragic turn of events that you hardly notice your possessions being taken away. To her goons, Lolotte orders, escort out Rosella to her room. Interesting. You think to yourself, now what? Normally this is Edgar's tower bedroom. Actually, for being in such an awful castle, it looks quite comfortable, but you're in no mood to care. There's nothing under the bed. This is the most unusual four-poster bed. Unlock it first. How can you do that without a key? And you're carrying nothing. You're not close enough. You see the mountainside out the window. A small rug lies on the floor by the bed. It's private. You look in the mirror and see the reflection of a poor but beautiful peasant girl. There's something at the door. see nothing special. What's this? Why, a beautiful red rose has been pushed under your door. You pick it up and carry it with you. What a beautiful red rose. What's this? Why, there is a little gold key attached to this rose. You remove the little gold key from the red rose. Gold key. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. You see Edgar's bedroom door and a winding stairway leading down the tower. Let's save this one. These stone tower steps could be very treacherous. Don't I know it? You're at the bottom of the west tower. A spiral of stone steps winds to the top. The henchman is asleep. Shall we wake him up? The henchmen have taken your rose and you no longer have the gold key. It looks like you're just destined to be Mrs. Edgar. Wakes him up. That's cool. Alright, let's go in here. This is a rather cheerless dining room. Eating here would not be a pleasant experience. The great dining table looks big enough to seat Lolotte and at least 8 of her despicable henchmen. You've discovered the castle's kitchen. Not a very pleasant kitchen, but a kitchen nonetheless. Against the back wall, 2 cabinets flank a cold stone fireplace. You see a long table under the one small window. The fireplace is unlit and cold. An empty iron pot sits in it. The iron pot and the fireplace is empty. Can you get it? Don't need it. The cabinet is full of dishes. It appears open already. Okay. Here are all your possessions. The cabinet is empty. Nice. Got all of our stuff back. You see the mountain out the window. There's nothing of interest in the barrel. Nothing on the table interests you. There's nothing of importance on the floor. Alright. carpet leads to Lolotte's throne. Currently, Lolotte's ornate gilded throne is empty. The game cannot be saved at this time. You don't have time for that. Two strange looking tapestries hang on the wall behind Lolotte's throne. The henchman is asleep. You're at the bottom of the east tower. A spiral of stone steps winds to the top. The stone steps spiral dangerously upward. These stone tower steps could be very treacherous. There's an open doorway before you. Oh my god. Damn it. Do I have to... Ah, okay. That's not too bad. So we can't go in there. I wanted to save it, but I couldn't. I guess I got too close to him. Really? Do I have to like quiet or something? Oh my god. What am I doing different? Oh my god. Save it. So we can't go in there, so maybe go up here. Ah. You see Lolotte's bedroom door and a winding stairway leading down the tower. It's just a plain wooden door. Open the door. Unlock it first. Which key do you want to use? The gold key or the skeleton key? Gold key? Using a little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. So, this is Lolotte's bedchamber. You question her taste in decorating, as her furniture is a bit on the gaudy side, and speaking of Lolotte, the old bat is sound asleep on her massive bed. The evil fairy sleeps soundly in her bed. In her bed, she wears Genesta's magic talisman around her neck, and you see it gleaming upon her chest. As she sleeps, she makes very strange clicking sounds. The bed is huge and takes up most of the room. You see the mountain out the window. You see nothing special. Well, we can use the Cupid's bow on her. Let's try that. You aim the golden arrow toward Lolotte. You let go of the bow string. Zing, a direct hit. Lolotte sits straight up in bed, a look of agony on her face. What did you do to me? She shrieks. I'm melting, melting. No, wait, that's another story. Ahem, let's try it again. It hurts, stop the pain, stop it. You cringe as you watch the evil fairy die a painful death. What happened, you wonder? How could Cupid's arrow have done that? You thought that those arrows were harmless and contained only love. Wait, that must be it, love. Lolotte was so evil that when all that pure love entered her body, it acted as a poison to her system. In spite of yourself, you feel a sense of sweet revenge. As she breathes her last, Lolotte manages to gasp, I don't know how, but I'll get you for this. A bright new day is dawning. Edgar bows to you, acknowledging his evil mother's death. He begins to say, you may now walk freely about the castle, and suddenly begins to blush. Lolotte is quite dead now. Genesta's magic talisman hangs from around her neck. Okay. Lolotte is quite dead now. Lolotte is unable to talk as she is now dead. Cool. Massive rug adorns the floor. I think that's all we need. Look, talisman. Cool. They bow. This is the east end of the hallway. It's a plain wooden door. What did you come in here for? Look, barrel. There's nothing of interest in the barrels. Huh? Guess that's it. There's a candelabra on the table from which dim candlelight sheds. It's not for you. This is the west end of a dim hallway. There's a closed door here. This is quite a fancy chair. I don't have time for that. Yeah. This is probably the prisoner room. It appears to be a cell door. We're at 210 out of 230. Open door. You wouldn't really want to visit your old cell, would you? I guess not. Lolotte's goons won't bother you anymore. Lolotte's goons are not appealing at all. Besides having an unnatural pallor to their skin, they are creepy little creatures who fly upon wings that resemble those of bats. Well, since they're no longer under Lolotte, they should be free. I would say they're just doing bidding. You wouldn't want it even if you could get it. Caw. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I don't think he's up here, is he? Before we go. No. So we are free to go. You're standing before the Lolotte's dark castle on the edge of the rocky mountain. There's a small stable next to it. You've entered Lolotte's stable, and it looks like an ordinary stable at that. The poor unicorn has been imprisoned here. The unicorn rolls back its eyes. It obviously doesn't trust you anymore. You reach out to put the unicorn's nose, but it won't let you. Over here. As soon as you open the gate, the splendid wild unicorn impatiently leaves its hated prison. It quickly trots out the open stable door to freedom. It's already open. Nice. Poor thing was stuck in a small stable. I don't think we have a bridle anymore, do we? Don't think so. So now we have to work our way down. The treacherous path winds narrowly around the craggy mountain. In the distance, perched upon a rocky ledge, you see a dark, unfriendly castle. So we need to be careful. Don't fall off. And we need to make our way back to the water. Swim back to that island and give the talisman to Genesta. He's not going to trust us anymore, right? Can you blame him? Right back to where we started. Alright. Let's save here. We're going to dive off the pier. Pretty land. Dive off the pier and meet up with Genesta. Can you do it? Go this way. I wonder if he'll come back. Maybe not. Maybe we have to swim. The lovely fairy is visibly fading fast. Within hours, if she doesn't get her magic talisman back, she'll be dead. You give the magic talisman to the dying fairy. Almost instantly, the color returns to her cheeks and her green eyes begin to sparkle. She sits up in bed, stretches, and smiles at you. 224 out of 230. Damn, I wonder what I missed. You have saved my life, Rosella, the beautiful fairy says gratefully. And you have saved Tamir from the persecution of Lolotte. We are deeply indebted to you. I want to go outside. I need to feel the warm sun on my face. Exorbitantly, and I couldn't read the rest. Suddenly, you find yourself outside. My little hen, Genesta suddenly exclaims, where did you find her? You explained that Ogre had possession of her. Ah, 226. Poor thing, she says, well, at least she's back home now. Now for you, Rosella, Genesta says, it's my turn to help you out. I will return you to Daventry, and with the magic fruit, you'll be able to save your father's life. You better hurry, though, as he doesn't have much time left. I wonder, let me restore it real quick. Give, Genesta only needs her talisman. Give Pandora's box. Okay, alright. I'll try to read that other part really fast. She waves her magic wand and poof, I guess, suddenly you find yourself outside. Good music. Yes, you are anxious to get home again. But first, Genesta proclaims, let's replace these peasant clothes with your royal gown. With a twinkle in her eye, Genesta announces there is someone else deserving of a reward for his kindness and heroism. You have a beautiful soul, Edgar, the fairy says to the ugly little man. You should look like what you are. This handsome hunk is Edgar? Rosella, he says, I love you. Will you marry me? You think about it. You think about it some more. Then, I'm sorry, Edgar. You're very sweet, but I must immediately return home. Perhaps we'll meet again, you say. I wonder if he's Edgar from King's Quest 7. Well, Rosella, Genesta announces it's time for you to go. Your father desperately needs you. Goodbye. I'll never forget you. Never felt better in my life, is his reply. What is in this fruit anyway, he wonders. It is magic, Father, and you tell your excited family of your adventure in Tamir. I don't think you're through with this hat yet, you say. Your brother Alexander and your mother, Queen Valens, have readily agreed. You've got too much life ahead of you. That's cool. .226 out of 230, so I was missing 4 points. Man, I wonder what that was. One or two things, maybe? If you know what it was that I missed, put it in the comments. So, all's well that ends well. Until next time, goodbye. Yep, and so that's King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow me on X and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified of when I upload or stream. Give the video a like if you liked it, a dislike if you didn't, and comment down below what you thought of King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. So I was wrong. I forgot that this isn't the only game in this kind of graphics that they did. I don't know if this is EGA or VGA. Post in the comments and let me know which one it is. Or maybe it's neither. But right after this one, they did a remake of King's Quest I, The Quest for the Crown, which I'll play that next. That was when it was released. I'm playing them in order of release. So that was the next one, and it's like this, where it's the same graphics and you still type. And then after that is King's Quest V, so we'll play that. But I'm gonna play the first one, the remake, and that'll be fun. Again, it's Sir Graham before he becomes king, and so we'll get to see that. I don't know why they did that back then. I've noticed that that Sierra did that. They would remake some games, like they did a remake of Police Quest 1, you know, and then they did a remake of Space Quest 1, I think. So I don't know what that was. It was just, I guess, because of the graphics and, you know, it was an older game. They were like, hey, you know, what would the first one be like? They went back and remade it. People are still remaking games today, you know. But really good story. Sad, but has a happy ending to it, you know, obviously. It's just sad in the beginning. When I first played it, I was like, oh, man, he's going to die. Because I already played the original 3, and I think the remake of the first one. And so after you develop that relationship with King Graham, you know, you hate to see him die. So I thought he was going to die. I thought, oh man, this guy is going to pass away. I'm going to go through this whole adventure and he's still going to die or something. You know, you're going to have to give the fruit to Genesta to save her. Something like that. I was wondering what was going to happen. And no, happy ending to it. You know, you get the fruit to King Graham and he lives. So it's really cool. Because on the first one, it's obviously him as Sir Graham. He's a knight, and he's still serving King Edward at the time. On the 5th one, you get to play as King Graham again, and he goes off on an adventure around Daventry again. So it's really cool. It's cool to see Daventry again in a different setting, I guess you could say. Really good story coming up soon. So stick around. Thanks again for stopping by if you did, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what I missed. I'm curious. I'll have to go and check to see what 4 points I missed. You know, did I miss 1 or 2 things? I don't know. But, yeah, fun game. Good story. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe.